This conference will now be recorded.
Woot, woot, woot. That's what we wanted to hear. And then the third thing that I do is introduce our hostess for tonight. And it is my pleasure to introduce to you the star of the show, the person that we know who lives and embodies the Wood Lane mission of inspiring people and supporting people and encouraging people. It is Miss Kim Paxton with the Connect with Kim show. Take it away, Kim.
Welcome to my show, Connect with Kim. Thank you for being here tonight. It's a great way to get together in this virtual format. We hope you can enjoy the show or share conversations, news you can use, and have fun. And so we're going with our motivational message, and it says, if you have the power to make someone happy, do it. The world needs more of that. So we're all down with COVID, but we just need to make people happy, cheer them up any way possible. Some announcements are, the Mac is back, and that's a big announcement since we met last. VGSU Falcons announced they will have a football season. Their first game will be November 4th, and they will play a 6-game season. And then Emily put the Ziggy and abbreviation.
Ziggy.
Yeah,
right?
Ziggy. Yes.
Ziggy.
Masks are mandatory throughout Ohio. Wear your mask, wash your hands, social distance, and they keep others safe. Stay home. It's not worth it. Risk your life. Remember, it's time to register for Best Buddies. Even if you were a member last year, we still have to register each year. If you need any help, please contact us. People First wants to remind everybody need to vote and complete the U.S. Census. Visit the website and click on My Voting Plan link for more information. If you need help with either, please let us know. And I know they extended the U.S. Census.
That's right.
And I'm not sure how long.
Right now we go in at least until the first week of October. Originally it was September 30th, but now we have at least one more week. So if you have not done the census yet, there's still time, and it's really important that you have your voice heard. That's a great way to have your voice heard.
So next we're going with Stephanie Kavanaugh from Master Gardener. I'd like to introduce Stephanie at this time.
Why, thank you, Kim. Oh, look at the flowers that Emily has in the background. That's awesome. But I'm going to ask everyone in a moment to unmic, because when it was my birthday, I felt so special when you all sang to me, and we have a very special birthday tomorrow, Kim's birthday. So happy early birthday, everyone. Unmute and let's sing Kim a nice big happy birthday.
Okay, Stephanie.
Wait.
No, hold on a second. Hold on. Because we have Kim and we have another person who has a birthday. So raise your hand if you have a birthday this week.
Oh,
or in the month of October.
Mine's next week.
Who's is next Saturday?
We've got Kim, we've got Katie, we've got Chris. Anybody else?
No, Katie. It goes. Kim, then Katie, then Chris.
Yeah.
Kim,
that's right.
So Chris is the 20th, isn't it, Chris?
No, Katie's Kim is tomorrow. Next Saturday is Katie's.
Okay.
Can I do it, Emily?
Did we sing happy birthday to everyone then? We'll go Kim, Katie, Chris.
2,
look at that. They're all seasons.
3.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday to
to
you.
you. Happy birthday
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 to
to
you.
you.
to
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday, dear
birthday,
Tim
Tim.
and
Happy
Chris.
birthday
Happy
to
birthday
Happy
to you,
birthday
you.
to
Happy
you
birthday,
you.
Kim.
and
Happy
Katie and Chris.
birthday, Katie and Chris. Happy birthday,
Oh,
Kim, tomorrow. Happy birthday,
Thank
Katie.
you.
our
Thank
Katie
you.
just
be
Katie
mute.
said Saturday.
Tim the all gold.
Oh, we got Chris the
I think we
owner.
lost one.
Don't
All
move
right,
to him.
awesome.
All right, thank you guys. You did a great job. Can we all mute our mics and I have something to share with you tonight, something kind of quick. A few weeks ago, I was able to pull the different tomatoes coming out of my garden, and today I pulled the different peppers coming out of my garden. So we're gonna have 9 peppers to look at tonight. We're gonna start with the teeny tiny one. You can see it's no bigger than my thumb, and I know I don't have great light in here, and I never go the right way. This is called a Thai pepper, and what's neat about that is it grows like this right on the plant, and there's lots of them. So we use it as a border in our edible garden, so that it looks really nice with the flowers. So they start out green, they go purple, and then they become red for the fall. So they're kind of fun. My son likes to dehydrate these. Then there are these guys. These are jalapeno peppers. Maybe if I put it on, it's a nice red color. Excuse me, not jalapeno, habanero pepper. They're super, super hot. Yes. But what's nice about these peppers, Emily, I can see that if you blend them up with a little bit of olive oil, like a pesto, you can put them in, I freeze them in little 1-ounce containers, and then I put them in soups and chilies, and it's not a biting heat. It's not that really, really hot, but a nice ending warmth. So blend it up and added a little bit into it works really well. Then these guys, this one's small too. If you look at the thumb, this guy is a bell pepper type. It's called a chocolate bell. It's really small and sweet, and it's really neat because it turns this almost chocolate color, so like a milk chocolate color. And I wish my camera back here would be better. And then we have jalapenos, which a lot of people like stuffed. And we actually can these, we pickle them. So just like we would do pickles, we slice them up, and then we like these on all sorts of different sandwiches. It's my husband's favorite pickle. This one's a kind of a small one. Usually they're much longer. This is a cayenne pepper, and it's my secret ingredient to my actual pickles, not the pickled jalapenos. But what I do is dehydrate these in small little strips, and then I freeze it for the winter. And then next summer they'll be tucked away in my pickles to give them a little bit of heat with my garlic pickles that I do. Now this guy is called a poblano pepper. He's getting a little bit bigger. He's green, and he'll stay green, almost a beautiful dark hunter green. Interesting fact with poblano peppers, when they're dried and turned into a spice, they're called ancho chili peppers. So poblano is the fleshy part of an ancho chili pepper, which is the dried version. Then I have paprika. They're usually red, but I usually pick these guys a little bit before that. And paprika can be dehydrated and ground. You put it in all sorts of different things, but I tend to pick these when they're brown because I like to chop up all my peppers and then freeze them for the winter, and then I throw them in all sorts of recipes. A banana pepper, I think it's kind of obvious. I can't really see the yellow of it, but this guy looks like a banana, and he's yellow like a banana, and very versatile. We put him in all sorts of things. And then finally, our typical green bell pepper that is not so big, but I pulled him from the garden today just so you guys could see bell peppers, probably the pepper you're most used to seeing. And this guy can be stuffed and done and however you want to do your peppers. So anyway, there's 9 peppers coming from the garden this evening. It's one of my favorite things because, like tomatoes, they have such a wide variety of colors and are just happy to look at. So thank you for having me, Kim. Happy birthday, and everyone have a great night.
Stephanie,
Yay.
we never got our BLTs yet from Julie. She was supposed to bring in the bacon.
I know, but I think it'll have to be next year. And like I keep saying, when this virus is over, we can all group together. Man, are we going to have some fun garden picnics. We'll have to have a reprise if the Konnect with Kim show is still not going on, but we'll come out and do a live show for you. You'll come on out and host the garden bonanza or harvest party. So
Okay.
that's what I want. And BLTs will definitely be served.
I'll keep that in mind.
Stephanie.
So next, before we go on to Kurt, we're gonna play a game, and Emily's in charge of that.
Okay, I think there might have been a question. Katie, did you have a question that you wanted to ask?
Well, kinda. So we're redoing the side of our house and we're making garden beds out of bricks. They're called split stacks on the side of our house. And we're gonna put like some of our roses, and we're thinking maybe some plants of somewhat that aren't gonna investigate into our home bugs. So what's the best thing to spray on plants that prevent that?
To prevent bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I'm an organic gardener, so I don't usually promote things that would, because things kill, pesticides will kill. However, vinegar is something that you can use. And if you do choose to use a pesticide, all I do is always recommend read the bottle and follow the directions. So if depending on what kinds, if you're having roses, they often get the Japanese beetles. What I use is a pheromone trap for that. And what they do is, so you can sometimes put near things if it's beetles that come and get them. A pheromone trap means it's going to smell good to the beetles, and then they drop in and they are taken away. So you don't have to be spraying chemicals, but I know sometimes people do that, and sometimes there's a real reason for it because you don't want bugs in your home, but just be careful and read the label on how to use that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
But I don't know. Yeah, good. Sometimes I use like Vaseline on yellow cards that will attract bugs, and then they get stuck to that, so I can move them away as well. So
awesome. Thank you.
That's a great question.
It is a very good question. I'll do some more research for you, Katie, too.
Hey, Stephanie.
Oh, sounds like Chris has a question too.
Yes, Chris?
What kind of plant I plant in my farm? What's the plant called? The plant called? In my farm pot I plant with you, what is it called?
Is something on the wall, maybe? Hanging on the wall?
No, on my kitchen, in my kitchen window, I plant a plant. What kind of plant is it? I plant.
What plant is that?
Are you asking what type of plant is on your wall?
Yeah, in my kitchen.
In your kitchen, there's a plant in your kitchen?
Remember I planted at the greenhouse, remember?
Oh, okay. So you put your plant in your kitchen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Chris, along with Melissa and Dennis, we propagated succulents. And so Chris is growing a succulent in his house. How's it doing?
Good.
Yay, good job. Yeah. So it's a succulent.
I'm gonna check mine on Friday when I get more food. I've been sick and getting over this cold and this bug. When I get much better, I'll check it this weekend, Stephanie.
Sounds good.
Mine doing good, Stephanie.
Yay, I'm glad to hear it. All right, are we gonna play a game?
Yeah, we're gonna play a game. Okay, so thank you, Stephanie. Oh, can I tell you guys something about Stephanie? So when Stephanie was about 10 years old or so, I coached her when she was on the swim team. And I'm looking around this group, there's a lot of swimmers in this group right here. And can I just tell you, you probably would have already guessed this. Stephanie was one of the hardest working swimmers I had ever coached. Everything I asked her to do, she would do it at the heart with the best of her ability every single time. And you know, there were lots of years when she was swimming where she made tremendous amounts of progress because she worked so hard. She would have a goal for herself and she worked really, really hard and she would meet her goals. Actually, she would exceed her goals. She'd do better than the goals. But you can tell just because of the way she is right now, it's so typical of her and how she's lived her life and what she's done her whole entire life. She was that way when she was the littlest person. Yeah.
Thank you,
That's for
Emily.
Uh-huh. Yep. All right. So this game, we have it's a fun game. It's about, you know, we are kind of sad because we've been apart due to COVID and the quarantine and things like that. So this is a chance for you to share with us what you have done over the quarantine when we couldn't be together. So things that you've done in your spare time. So what I'm going to ask each one, we spin a wheel and the wheel comes up with a topic. So, and then the idea is that you respond to the topic. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen right now so you can see the wheel. And then the wheel, we'll do a couple of practice ones so you can see what happens. Did everybody see the wheel?
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Yeah.
The wheel, okay? All right. Now, so you'll see the words on this wheel right now say, watch a great film. I'm going to spin it. It'll come up with a different topic. When it's your turn, then your job is to respond to whatever the topic is, okay? So like if I spin the wheel and it says, name your favorite ice cream, your job is to name your favorite ice cream. Okay, doke? Then I'm going to call on each one of you and each one of you will get a chance to share. We'll take turns here, give everybody a chance to share, and we'll just keep going until we decide we don't want to play this anymore. So some of the responses they're there more than one time. So it might seem like we're getting the exact same thing, but there's brand new responses. We just have to keep playing. We'll see something new. All right, I'm going to spin the wheel. Here we go. This is Melissa's turn. You ready, Melissa?
Yeah. Yes, Emily.
All right. Oh, that's
What's wrong with your wheel, Emily?
nothing. All right. So let me just, I might have to give it another spin. There it is. Yoga. Did you do yoga while we were on our COVID break?
I exercise, but I didn't do yoga. I exercise with my mom on doing exercise videos.
Awesome. That's great. That will work. That's perfect. Nice job. All right, Katie, are you ready?
Yes.
Here's for Katie. Oh, all right. It's going to say, while you were on break, did you watch a film that you thought was absolutely terrible? And then what did you watch? Tell us the name of it.
Watching people die is horrible.
Oh, yeah. We don't want to watch that.
No,
We don't want to. But did you watch any films that you thought, oh, this is going to be great? And then you realize, gosh, that was really awful. That was a bad film. Movie. I didn't like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I watch YouTube a lot. So sometimes I'll Google or search for a certain film and I'll like, oh, this is going to be good. Oh, no, not really.
Okay. Will that happen for you?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay. Oh, okay, good. Thanks for sharing. All right, Kim, are you ready?
Yes.
You're next. What's it gonna land on here? Oh, 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 oh. All right, Kim. What's it gonna say here? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Come on. Okay. Did you phone an old friend? And if you did, who was it?
I didn't phone him because he doesn't have a phone, but I phoned his brother, and it was a good friend of mine growing up that I still keep in contact with. I have known him
Very
ever
cool.
since I was 3 years old, so we are still pretty close.
Wow, that's amazing. Good for you.
Thanks.
That's so important, isn't it? To keep
Yeah.
in touch with our friends who we don't see, that is really, really important. Makes you feel good to do that too.
Yeah, he has schizophrenia, and so he moved to Perrysburg a week after we did. And so but then his parents both died, so he lives in Columbus now in a group home with his brother. So I talk to his brother and keep in contact, see how he's doing.
Good
But
for you.
his birthday is like a week after mine, so
Also, he's having a birthday too.
yeah.
All
How
right.
you
Well,
doing?
thank you for sharing.
Thanks.
All right, Kurt, are you ready? It's Kurt's turn.
Melanie's turn.
Yeah,
Or Melanie.
I'm ready. I'm here.
Alright.
Oh, what's it gonna stop on?
Mhm.
All right. Okay, Kurt, did you mail a letter, write a letter, and send a letter to anybody? And if so, who was it?
I will have to say I did not send a letter. I honestly can't remember when I did send a letter, except maybe back in '07 when I was in Iraq mailing a letter to my wife. So that was a long time ago. So I haven't sent a letter. Maybe I sent a text or two to some friends, but that's about it then.
So you stayed in touch. This is kind of a version of keeping in contact with people. We don't use this one so much, but you found other ways, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah, awesome.
Well, thank you for your service, Kurt.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Ah, thank you for your service. That's right. All right, Christy, are you ready? You're next. This one's
Mhm.
for Christy.
Mhm.
Do, 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 do. Oh, all right, Christy. We want to know if did you write a story or write your thoughts? Maybe you wrote in uh, your journal or you wrote down a recipe. Did you do any writing while we've been quarantined?
No.
No? Okay. Well, maybe what we can do is have you share some things that you've been thinking about. What have you been thinking about?
My sister got married this last weekend.
Oh, that is awesome news. Yay,
Yep.
congratulations. That's very cool. Very
Yep.
cool.
I was gone the
Is
weekend.
she the one in Wisconsin?
Yes.
Oh, that's exciting. That's big news for your family.
Mhm.
Very nice. All right. Thanks for sharing, Christy. Ryan, you're next. Here we go. We're going to spin that wheel.
All right. Come on.
Oh. Ooh. All right. We're going to ask you, Ryan, did you send any letters. Do you write a letter or
I know what.
mail anything?
You know, I think a thank you note for like every year when I get a gift, it's nice to give somebody a thank you note.
Oh, absolutely. It absolutely is true, Ryan.
You know what? You know what
That's
also I
very,
say? You know what I also say? Thanks again.
what?
That's a nice thing to say, and then my name.
Oh yeah, very, very true. Yeah, I'm glad you did that. Sending thank you notes is really important. I'm glad you did that. Good job. All right, Dennis, you're next. Are you ready, Dennis?
Yes, I am, Emily. I'm ready.
Okay, this one's yours.
Okay.
Da dee da dee da dee da dee da dee da. Oh, oh, oh. Woo!
Okay.
Oh, 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 keep going, keep going, keep going. Woot, woot, woot.
Okay, Emily.
Dennis the dancer. Dennis the dancer.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes, I am.
all right, Dennis, we want to know, have you done any dancing?
Yes, I did to Macarena.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Hey, Macarena. Woo,
Hey,
woo,
Macarena, yeah,
woo,
Macarena, guys.
woo,
Come on, Sally,
woo.
everybody. Yeah.
All
Uh-huh.
right. Oh, I love it, Dennis. I know.
Thank
We
you,
call you
Emily.
Dennis the dancer. Dancing
Yep,
Dennis,
Dennis the dancer.
because he
Yep,
loves to dance.
yes,
Good
I
job. I
do.
love it. Anything else
Thank
you
you.
want to say about that?
I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good for you. All right. Well, thank
Okay.
you, Dennis. All right, Chris, you're next.
I
Doody 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 doo. Let's see. What did Chris do? Oh, I thought I was going to stop there for a second. And what's it going to be? Oh, yoga. Chris, did you do any yoga?
yeah, yeah, I'm on YouTube. I don't know with the white people the yoga on YouTube.
Oh, very good. Yay. Chris, do you want to tell everybody how dedicated you've been in your workouts?
I do look at with Zach and Jacob too with the meeting.
Yeah. And you go to the YMCA, don't you?
I work out today. I did the bikes.
Good for you. That's awesome. That's all part of being healthy.
What about you,
Taking good,
Emily?
taking good care of yourself. I
What
love
about
it.
you?
What about you,
Oh,
Emily? Yes.
okay. I'll tell you, I have a mini trampoline. And I'm going to tell you, you get a great workout. I just jump on this mini trampoline. It's like you're running outside. I don't have to go outside. I can just jump, do my jumping jacks. I do my twisting.
Hey, Emily.
Yes.
When after we talked, when we do our talk, I want to say something. I want to know if people want to win the NBA tonight, this series.
Okay. All right. We'll get back to you, Ryan. We've got one more person that we need to have share, and that's Shelly.
Well,
Shelly, you ready?
we got Stephanie too.
And Stephanie. Sorry, Stephanie and Shelly. All right,
They both
Shelly,
can
you're
answer
next.
the same question.
Okay, we can do
I hope it's an easy one.
If you need help with the answer, we can help you, Shelley.
Okay.
All right. Woo, I love it. Shelley, what's it going to land on?
Is it gonna
Did
be
you read
read
a
a
book?
book? Yes, I love to read. So you can usually find me with a book more wintertime, but at the beginning of COVID, when it was still a little cold, yes, I was reading.
Awesome. You want to share any titles or tell us about the books you read or anything like that?
Actually, right now I am reading, oh, I can't even remember the title of it, but it's Rick Joyner. Let me see.
Show us.
Yes, go ahead.
Emily.
Yes. Yes, Chris.
I feel caught.
What's that?
Tomorrow I feel, remember?
Okay,
The
we're
Final
going to go.
Quest.
Not your turn. Okay, let's listen. Go ahead, Shelley. Say it again for us.
The Final Quest, Rick Joyner.
Aha. Oh, I like the title. What's it about?
It is, this gentleman has visions. So it's kind of like a prophesying type thing. So
Okay.
it's
very good.
interesting.
All right. Okay, good. Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, we have time for one more spin for Stephanie. Of course we do. Okay, here we go. Oh, where's it gonna stop? You better not stop on anything about the garden.
Easy one.
That'd be too easy. That'd be too easy. All right, what's it gonna say? Okay.
Oh, we did get the same one. Kim said we'd get the same question. She was right. I have read a few books. And during the summer, I like to read garden books. And here's one that I've actually read. It's called Slow Gardening. I actually met the author once. It's a really good book about just how to, lots of tips and just to, just take your garden. It's my garden philosophy. You just do one thing at a time, enjoy the process, kind of goes with the slow food movement. So slow gardening, just do what you can and enjoy every second of it is his philosophy, and it's mine too. And I've done that with us at the greenhouse this summer. So yeah, I read lots of garden books. I love to read.
Very good. Thank you, guys. I loved hearing all your stories. All right, I'm going to turn it back to Kim.
So now we'd like to introduce Kurt Yarger. Welcome, Kurt.
Thank you, Kim, for having me.
You're welcome. So we have a couple of questions for you.
Yep.
So why did you choose to become a DSP?
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that was 21 years ago. And I had, after high school, I had graduated high school and I joined the Navy. Went straight to camp. I knew I was ready to go home and get out of here for a little bit. And I did 10 years of active duty going around Florida, Cuba, out of Texas. And at the time, I had gotten out of active duty and I thought, well, I'll come back home. So I came back home and I was looking at kind of into the police, maybe the sheriff line of work, and just didn't, feel right. And a friend of mine was like, hey, Wood Lane is over here hiring. I was like, okay. They thought I would fit in really good. So I went out and applied. And when I first started working at the Hadley home on Church Street, and there was 8 gentlemen that lived there. and I just fell in love with it. I couldn't get enough of it. We were doing stuff all the time. I was like, I had fun. The other staff around me just, we all, worked together. We just had so much fun at work and stuff. So I just couldn't get enough. So I applied for an assistant home supervisor position and helped open up the Lafayette home over on the Sipes home on Lafayette Street, and continued up to be a home soup at the Russell home out of Portage. Uh, and I was at the Russell home for, I want to say 13, 14 years at the Russell home as a home soup, and became the residential manager of the Portage Group Homes. And then eventually I kind of, after that 20-year itch, I kind of got a little tired, and I got a little older, and I was like, well, I stepped down to be a shuttle driver. So that's what I'm doing right now. So, and I'm having a blast because I get to drive you around, and Dennis, I get to drive around.
And you
so we
drive
have
me around too.
fun.
You drive me around too.
Yep, I've gotten you a couple times. And we have a lot of fun. I like turning up the music, and we sing and have a good time. So I just love it.
So what are some of the successes you had as a DSP?
Some of my successes, well, definitely, I mean, I was DSP for like less than a year, and I applied for the assistant home supervisor right at the Sipes home, and I got it. I was like, that was a huge success for me, still being new, and there was a lot of more experienced people that applied for the position also, and that was a big success. I know another one would be becoming the home supervisor, because at the time I didn't apply. They didn't quite like the people who did apply, so they came to me and asked if I would take the position, and I thought that was very flattering, and I decided to take that jump. I battled between the hourly and salary kind of thing, so that was big. But that was a big success for me. And then of course being a residential manager, where they only chose 8 at the time, so that was really cool.
So what are some of the challenges you had being a DSP?
A lot of my challenges was at first was learning to communicate. It was really hard for me at first. I know I took on really well with sign language. My mom did a lot of that stuff at church, so I learned a lot when I was a kid. But just trying to understand the vocal stuff, and or just if they didn't have, or their own special even communication with their sign language, which is just maybe a little bit different, so I learned a lot, and and I got a lot of things involved with, like a lot of the programs that I would suggest, like using pictures and stuff like that for communication. So that was one of my huge steps that I had to overcome.
So is there anything else you would like to share with us about being a DSP?
I don't know. I talk a lot, so I can get going. I can be here for a little while. My first time going to Cedar Point, and I kind of laugh about it a little bit. I was like, how great is this? I get to go to Cedar Point for the day. You get the head of line kind of privileges, and ride all the rides, and just have a blast. And just watching some of the facial expressions on some people is really fun. So I love doing that kind of stuff, getting out of the house and just enjoying someone's company and talking, doing one-on-ones. I know I've gone out and helped out with the Portage Homes and picked up a resident here and there, and just go for coffee or go get a pop and stuff like that on my own time. I don't have a problem with that. I enjoy it a lot. go riding bikes. I mean, that was huge for us out in Portage. Whenever it was summertime, I better get the bikes ready because people were ready to get on the trail and start riding their bikes. So it was like when spring came, it was like that was like my time. I get to go out and work on the bikes and stuff like that. So I'm hoping to continue that when spring comes around on the weekend. I'm not working. I can go out there and keep helping them with that.
Cool.
Well, thank you. So
Well, thank you. I appreciate coming.
we have some statements about DSP. Wood Lane loves our DSPs. Our DSPs are amazing. You couldn't do what you do without a DSP. You make a difference. You make other people happy. You make their lives. You have touched other people's life in a positive way. Other people lived lives are improved because of you.
Yeah. Yeah. We're very grateful for you, Kurt. Thank you for everything you do. And I could tell, I'm sure that other people in our audience today could tell that what you do comes directly from your heart, that you love it, and you do it because you love it. And that makes such a big difference. So thank you for everything you do. Does anybody have any questions for Kurt? Get ready, Kurt. Here they come.
I do, Emily.
All right.
He's a good driver. He's a nice driver, and I love him, and I want to keep him forever.
Thank you, Dennis.
You're welcome,
You
Kurt.
are also a good driver too.
We have a lot of good drivers. I keep an eye on them too. So
I know you do.
Yeah.
Chris.
You know that my dad kind of you know my dad coach before my dad coach.
Phone or something going on? Somebody have their phone?
My computer. So, you know, Dan Cooks. You know Dan Cooks. You know Dan Cooks.
no, I don't think I know.
See my dad coach.
Who's your dad coach?
Diet Coke.
Dan Cooks.
No, his job coach.
Job coach.
Dan Cooks.
I don't know any judges. Sorry.
Okay. Anybody have any questions for Kurt? I'm not sure what that sound is, guys. I don't know. Okay, go ahead, Kim.
Yeah, also Kurt is an amazing driver. Every time I see him, I make sure he brings Coca-Cola home to Melanie because that's her favorite drink. And so every time I see Melanie in the office, I tell her what a wonderful job Kurt does, and we would like to have him more often if we could.
Kim, we keep the home front happy because she reminds me to get Coke for the wife and give hugs and kisses to the kids and bring them candy, and I think that is right.
Yes.
That's a good thing. Kim does a lot of good things. I have a question for you. I'm curious, how did you and Melanie meet?
Oh, okay. We met at work.
What is that? Go ahead.
We're very professional, though. I was her supervisor, and then I waited, until she moved on to ask her out. So, yeah, she worked for me over at the Sipes home. I think it was Sipes Whitaker home at the time. So, yeah, that's how we met.
You guys met both as part of you were both DSP, right?
Yes. Yep, we both
Oh,
started
I
as
love that
DSPs.
story. So your paths crossed,
Yep,
and it was meant to be.
it was meant to be.
That's awesome.
It was definitely meant to be. When I got to meet her and understand kind of more of her background, because she grew up in a military family, a Navy family at that too, being in the Navy, because I was in the reserves too after I got out. So her grandfather was a commander in the Navy. Her dad is a warrant officer in the Navy, and her brother served 4 years in the Navy. And so she understands
Wow.
me. So it works really good that way.
That's pretty amazing. You had a lot in common, right? You
Yes.
definitely had a lot in
Yep.
common.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Any other questions? Anybody? Ryan, did you have a question you were going to ask?
Yeah. So tonight's the NBA Finals, you guys. Who you want to win, Miami or the Lakers?
Lakers.
The Lakers.
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 Wait, I'm
Lakers.
gonna have to disagree. I'm a big Jimmy Butler fan, so Butler's gonna bring the game for Miami tonight.
Yep.
Well, we'll see about that because I
Ryan, they give my ring. They give my ring. Lakers, Ryan. Lakers, my ring.
Emily, you heard that?
I didn't. Say it again.
I said I saw LeBron James in person in high school.
Whoa.
At Akron St. Mary's.
I'll bet that was a cool experience.
Yeah.
That is memorable.
Yes, Chris.
Who's the next franchise be?
Who's the next guest?
Perfect segue. Take it away. We got Ryan down here. Kim's got an announcement for us.
Yeah, the next guest next week is BGSG football coach.
What's his name? What's his name?
It's I know because I heard her announce it on Weekly Wednesday.
It's Leffler, Chris.
It's Leffler, Chris.
Right. Okay, what do you think, you guys? Should we practice singing Isaac Zumba? And we'll be all prepared. So when he comes on next week, we can sing it. Isaac Zumba, Zumba, Zumba. Isaac Zumba. Okay. Anybody? Isaac Zumba, Zumba, Zumba. Roll along, you BG Warriors. Roll along and fight for PGSU.
Emily.
Yes.
What about me being on Kim guest too?
Okay. So Chris has a great idea. We're trying to work on a way where we can have everybody on as a guest. So give us a chance. We're going to think about this and see how we can make it work. Because we want to hear from each one of you. You guys all have wonderful stories to share and things to tell us. And we want to make sure that we give you that opportunity, okay?
I got a question, Emily.
Okay, go ahead, Dennis. Yes.
What about me before I leave with the pastor?
Oh, yeah. Dennis, you want to tell them about your empowerment project, what you're working on?
Reading.
Well, reading is definitely reading, but tell them where you're going to read.
I want to read in front of the church.
Dennis is going to lead part of his church service.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Wait, I got to hear it. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
So that's his project he's working on, and he's doing really good. He really's got it down.
Yeah.
Do you remember the name of the psalm that you're going to do, that you're going to lead in the church? Do you remember which one it was?
I know the first one. God, you are my God.
I love that song.
It's Psalm 63.
Yep, Psalm 63, yep.
Yep. So he's going to lead the church. Yeah. Yes, Chris.
Tomorrow night at 3 o'clock.
Okay, yes, tomorrow night. And I sent this out to all of our Not in Our Town members. But if you want that link, I can send it to anybody who is interested. Tomorrow
I
afternoon
got
is
it.
the month
I
of
got it.
Yep.
I
I
can't,
got it.
Emily, I can't do it.
No,
I
okay.
can't do it. I have rec bowling at 3:30,
Okay, all right.
and
Oh, rec bowling.
I don't get home until after 3 from work.
I got it. Okay. Okay. All right. All right, guys. It's been a fun evening.
I got it.
Bye.
Bye.
Here.
Thank you all for coming on the
Okay.
Connect with Kim show.
I got my
Bye. I'll see you next
Kim.
week. When we do
Tell
the Ziggy
Tina
Diggy
she's
Zimba, and I'm
amazing.
with my beach shoot.
Tell Tina her
All
number
right.
1.
Yeah, tell Tina
Thank
she's
you,
number
guys.
one. Kurt.
Tina, she's number 1.
Yeah, Tina's number one. Tina
Tina's
Roberta.
number 1.
Yeah.
Tina's number 1.
Ah. Do you tell her that, Kurt?
He's muted.
He's muted.
Oh, he is. All right, there he went. Okay. All right, guys.
Well,
Thank
I'll see him tomorrow,
you.
probably.
Dennis, we'll have to call Tina and tell her she's number one ourselves.
Yeah.
Actually, when I get up, when I get up off work, do you guys have the residential phone number?
No, I just called Tina.
I have the residential phone number.
What are you gonna
I'll
call
speak
Sherry and tell her
tomorrow,
it's
Emily.
amazing?
Who?
Jennifer
Sherry, I
Fowler.
don't know, Cameron or whatever in it. I don't know her name.
All right.
Justine?
All right. then.
Yeah, they're all amazing. Transportation's amazing.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. Amazing. Thanks, everybody. Good job, Kim. Thank
see
you,
you
Melissa.
Friday.
Thanks, Dennis. Thanks, Christine.
See you Friday.
Okay, I'll see you Friday. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Lucy.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.